My name is Oxana De Castro and I am a founder of artwear brand and the creative multimedia platform FOXYLAB New York. I'm also a co-founder of a French-inspired cafe and bakery Le Petit Poussin in Florida. I've always been passionate about art and fashion. 15 years ago I moved to New York and I was fascinated by New York scene of art and fashion. I have an idea in my 20s to start a brand of summer shoes, but my partner at that time was against my idea and I kind of put it away and decided that it's not for me. However, the idea of creating my own brand was always on the back of my mind, and at some point I just decided that I better start and try it than regret it later in my life. So basically that's how FOXYLAB was born. Plus I've always, as I said, liked art and fashion, and by combining these two in this brand I found myself. The core of DNA of FOXYLAB is art. For us, art and fashion doesn't exist separately. It's always have to be together. And yes, many brands do collaborate with artists in order to differentiate themselves, to intersect industries. However, we do it essentially. We give artists our clothing as a canvas for their creativity. Every single piece has a number, a name, a meaning, and the signature of that specific artist, basically like any piece of art would. For us, artwear, the way we call our clothing, it's not just a clothing, it's more than that. It's 360 degrees of a lifestyle, right? And the way we're looking for artists that we work with, we pick artists that stand for social issues, for some kind of global themes that are important for us as a brand. And those are the artists that we collaborate with. We are turning our artwear, FOXYLAB, from clothing brand into a multimedia hub that will be fulfilled with different interviews from creative talents all over the world. All the content done by our team. And the goal of this step for us is to make FOXYLAB a creative source of inspiration and discovery of all the artistic talents from all over the world. The name FOXYLAB came from two words, Foxy and Lab. My name is Oxana, and my friends call me for short Oxy. And then somehow Oxy went into Foxy, which means sexy and smart. That's what I was said. And basically, at some point of my life, Foxy just became my official name. Everyone called me Foxy, Foxy. And then laboratory. I like to think everything that we do for our brand is a laboratory. So FOXYLAB, that's where the name. I would say there are two for me. First one is finding professional, qualified team that really cares about the project. That's the first one. I believe you can have the most amazing idea in the world, but you cannot do it alone. You gotta have team behind you in order to make your project successful. And the second one is to find trustful, qualified manufacturer. That is a huge obstacle in fashion industry. It took me years to find one. It's multiple mistakes. It's very difficult, but it's possible. I would say that would be Billie Eilish, Travis Scott, Drake, of course, Dua Lipa. I love Lucas Sabbath. Hailey Baldwin, aka Bieber. The global trends in the industry, first and the most important, it's digitalization. With us going into this multi-dimensional 3D world. The second one, I would say, is fit technology, that I truly believe is going to be very soon widely spread. By fit technology, I mean it's all of that software where you are going to buy a physical t-shirt or anything else per se, right? And you're able to try it out online and actually see how it's going to look like on your specific body. Another trend, fashion definitely becoming more inclusive. That's another question, why fashion do it? Does it do it sincerely, or does it do it in order to make more money? But definitely more inclusive. Very important trend is sustainability. I believe in order to succeed right now for fashion brand, you don't need to be fully sustainable, but your customer need to see that you are looking towards sustainability. That's definitely a big trend. So to summarize everything I said, it's inclusive, sustainable, definitely embracing digitalization and metaverse world. My future goals, if we talk about the large scale, of course I want to establish a worldwide distribution for the brand. This is first. Second, my dream is for FOXYLAB to be perceived not only as a clothing brand, but this multimedia platform that will serve as an inspiration for all the creatives all over the world. And on a smaller scale, we are about to launch a few drops. The first one is disclosing artist creativity, where basically we collaborated with world famous athletes and athletes. Artists and athletes put them in pairs and they created art for our t-shirts. This is one of them. I'm super excited to launch this drop, and we are launching our TikTok that's going to be available very soon, and I'm super excited about it. I don't think it's a question of a gender. It's a question of professionalism, experience, dedication, but not a question of a gender. The first one is set your priorities straight. So with your own business, you are free to make your own schedule, but you will most likely end up working every single day and probably without any day off. So set your business as first priority, because that's how it usually is. The second one is find your team who will be as passionate as you are about your project. You will not make it alone. Another one is, if you want to try a business, just go and try it. You need to get older, look back, and don't regret of not trying it. If you even fail, you will learn from it, and you will not have regret when you get old. And the last one, I'll say, concentrate on positive, learn from negative, and enjoy the game of life. We just opened this new venture in Florida, Le Petit Poussin, our French bakery cafe, which I'm very much excited about. I am always wanted to have a coffee shop at some point in my life. I was in between, should I open a coffee shop or should I create a fashion brand? I went towards fashion brand, but the coffee shop was always something that I have interest at. And then I met my partner, who is French native and have multiple years in restaurant business. So for us it was logical to have our first baby, Le Petit Poussin. I'll say one thing, it's a very, very nice feeling, an instant gratification feeling when people eat something and they tell you thank you. It feels very, very nice.